I'm gonna get this game rolling here in the behind the scenes realm of the Toku Tube. While you guys chat a bit, let me check and see if my desktop audio's on, because we want to hear these lo-fi chill beats. All right, is desktop audio rolling? Get into some kind words. Get my monitor on here. All right, here we are. And also, I think that this should be, we'll see how this overlay works for this one, because I'd really like to keep up with what you all have to say about this. Like I said, I think Cass, you got here right as we were kind of explaining the whole deal. But all you do in this game is, you can write letters out into the void, but we're going to answer letters. It's fully anonymous, and we're going to answer some letters. That's a weird place for my chat to be, but that's okay. We're going to answer some letters that people have sent out to us. We can also just choose to say nice things to people, which I think we'll do too. But I wanted to do this in a community type of fashion, where we all sort of collaborate on a letter. You can't be pen pals, Puffy, because it is fully anonymous, so you never know where the letter's coming from, and you can't send a letter to a specific person. So let's see, in fact. And some of it might get a little hard here. Let's find us a good letter. That one's kind of fun. Here we go. This is a good example. So here's what M has written. Whatever I seem to do, I just feel like I'm not good enough. I've semi-spoken to some of my friends about this, but I don't know how much to open up to them in case I just start driving them away in the process. Any advice? Also, any kind words would be much appreciated too. So what we will do is we have a page to reply to M, and try to provide them with some sort of words of comfort. It can get a little heavy, it's a bit of an experiment to stream it, but honestly, I think that this is the community to do it in. It is as much of a mental health exercise as it is a game. In fact, it's probably more of a mental health exercise than it is a game. But, I'm getting on in my age. I am a cis male, straight, raised in the South. It's good to do these things as a community and learn how to work through them, So let's see. And I want to see what you guys, have to say. Throw me some ideas in the chat about what we should say to M as we work through this. I feel, let's see, what does Cass say? I want it, yeah. I think it's only $5 on Steam. It's from a company called Pop Cannibal, made by Scott Ziba, I think is the director. Full steal. Go ahead, steal it. I mean, more kind words in the world is literally only a good thing. How much to open up to them? Here's how I want to start. Everyone's friends are different, but read our letter. What is this? Cass, something is being auto-modded. What's going on there? Puffy, you can... Cass, I think we've auto-modded the word bitch, and in this capacity, I think it's fine. Anyway, everyone's friends are different, but I'd like to think that you shouldn't be afraid to fully open up to true friends. Puffy, I'm gonna make a note. My keyboard setup is a little weird, but I'm gonna make a note to fix that once I get off stream. The one thing that I haven't really done in terms of research is research how to be a good mod. Yeah, what did M say about not being good enough? I feel like I'm not good enough. Yeah, let's get into that, Saron. You're right. Let's see. But before that conversation can happen, it's important to understand that you are good enough. There's no, what's the word I'm looking for? Not baseline, but there's no milestone that makes a person good enough. Being human is good enough. Let's see. Oh, we got good suggestions. Yeah, we should mention, Sarah, that you're right. That could be something that bothers them. That's absolutely right. You have that sort of guilt. You feel like you're putting your problems on somebody. But friends should be welcome to that. Cass says maybe something like, ask your friends if they have enough energy to handle a heavy combo before opening up. Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I like to not be definitive, you know. Perhaps the first step is to ask your friends if they have enough energy to handle a heavy convo before opening up. You gotta take this one step at a time, right? Yes, Puffy, these are actually sent out to people who play the game. So again, it's anonymous, so we just know that this person goes by M. So an actual person named M wrote this letter, and anybody can scoop it up. Multiple people can scoop it up, and we anonymously try to write them a response. It is very cool. I'm really glad that you guys are into this game. I figured that you would be, but I went back and forth on streaming. I think I've probably on like 6 streams I've said, you know, we might do some kind words to wrap this up, and I just haven't. I wanted to do it recently, but it felt weird to combo Bullet Witch and kind words, you know? I'm really glad you guys are into it. I would love to do it as a weekly thing, or at least just a regular thing. I want it to be a regular part of our rotation. I want to go back. Let's work in. We almost used up all of our lines, but let's work in what Saron said here at the beginning. That you are good enough, though it is very human to feel as though you're imposing on others. It's likely your friends don't feel that way. All right, what do y'all think of this? We got a little bit of space. We can pinch and pull a little bit here. So let's try this based on y'all's feedback. Everyone's friends are different, but I'd like to think that you shouldn't be afraid to fully open up to true friends. But before that conversation can happen, it's important to understand that you are good enough, though it is very human to feel as though you're imposing on others. It's likely your friends don't feel that way, and there is no milestone that makes a person good enough. Being human is good enough. Perhaps the first step is to ask your friends if they have enough energy to handle a heavy combo before opening up. And let's say, one step at a time. While you guys consider that, let's pick a sticker. I want to make this person feel good. I feel like they feel very down. So this one here, this little koala, is the jolliest to me. And honestly, that's all you do in this game. You get stickers from folks. So now when we send this to M, M will now have access to this koala to put on their letters. And sometimes you get little things that you can decorate your room with as well. I love Cass. This is great. That is so very Cass to find the typo. And thank God, because it would bother the hell out of me. Perhaps the first step is to ask. Absolutely. My editor, my moderator, my friend, Caspar, the friendly ghost. I would shout out Cass, but I guarantee everybody who's watching the stream right now already knows who Cass is. Saron, please feel free. Again, this is My intention here is to be collaborative, so, you know, whether it be something that you want to say, something that you think maybe I'm fucking up, or a typo. Because, you know, we want to be nice, we want to be kind, we want to make people feel good, but we also want to be polished, right? We want to be a bunch of sloppy fucks out here, do we? Alright, we put a koala stamp on it. Let's send it. Oh, and this I haven't played this in a while. This post person deer comes to pick up our letter. I knew you'd keep writing, people. I'm sure they'll love this. What a jolly game. Oh hey, I discovered Connector 1 this morning. I was a bit stressed about some things, but I put this on loop and washed all that away. Oh, so we've unlocked a new song. That's what Connector 1 is. Hopefully I'll have another sweet track for you tomorrow. Let me see something here. Again, I haven't played in a while. This is our room. Floating in space here. Some things that I've collected. Got this cat with donut wings. Oh, we can also just grab one of these. These are just kind words that you can send out into space and you can read. You'll get well soon, this one says. I was just looking to see... Also, next time we play kind words, I'll be sure to move this chat window so it's not directly over the UI. Hope that's not a big bother to you guys. Saron's out there saying the same thing. You know what, when we do an intermission, I'll go ahead and move it. I would just have to go back into the chat and do all this back end stuff. But yeah, you're right, Saron. I'm gonna move the chat over to the left. Well, in fact, you know what? Let's just go and do that real quick. I need to learn how to do this stuff on the fly anyway. So, just so you guys don't have to look at it, we'll go back to this chat window. Keep the game open. And let me just get into Streamlabs right quick. Get onto my overlay. While I'm doing this, I would ask you guys one thing. Let's see if this does it. Bop this up like that. Alright, I'm kind of working blind, but this should do it, I think. My game overlay. Get this off. Done. Get the kind words back in. Go back to my live scene. Let's see if this is any better. I kind of just had to feel it out. There we go. That's better for you guys, right? How's that, Saron? It's better for me. See ya, Cass. Wow. Cass don't stop. I mean, if I do 20 pages of an audiobook in one day, I'm just like, I'm good. Hell, if I do 10 pages, I think I'm good. It's about to crank out 20 plus pages. Lordy. Appreciate the alert, Cass. I will talk to you soon. Cass and I were just cooking up some post-pandemic co-stream plans. Big font pages. Well, that's good to know. Wow. Unprofessional here. Your boy didn't silence his phone. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You might as well just unfollow. Can't even be bothered to silence a phone. Let's grab another letter. But before we do, chat, we do stand, Cass. Look at those. Are those little bunny rabbits with hearts? Before we do, let's just put some words out there. Give me a suggestion for some kind words to put on a paper airplane in space, such as this. Here's a good example. You're breathtaking. Yes, they are. Here's another one. There's no one in the world like you, and that's why I love you. I just heard that in the voice of Mr. Rogers. Well, here we go. Let's see, Puff. I'm going to try to allow it. Try that. You got it, Puff? Puff can now say bitch, but only in nice ways. I think you can. I clicked a thing, Puff. No is a complete sentence. Don't be afraid to put your foot down. You don't have to explain yourself if you're uncomfortable or unhappy. You are allowed to have boundaries. Damn! This person is just like... Those are weak snaps, but you get the idea. You guys got any ideas for a kind message? I'm trying to think of one too. Let's just say a nice thing. It's a little cheesy. You know, I'm getting my gears going. I'm warming up. I'm gonna say, you have no idea how much people love you. Oh, let's do a dad joke too. Yeah, we can send as many flying airplanes as we want, Puffy. So you give me a good dad joke, and we'll send that on. That should make somebody feel good about their day, right? Your good vibes are now flying through the air for everyone to catch. Also, I'm not sure if my overlay catches alerts, so if there's any kind of alerts popping off that I miss, feel free to remind me in chat. It's gone. She's on the book. There are no mods. It happens as it happens. Puffy cheats, though. I think she gets them from the internet. I believe the dad jokes aren't just coming from between her ears. She timed me out 1 billion times in Ricky's stream. Well, here's the good news, Puffy. Don't abuse this, but I don't even know how to time somebody out. You were nice. That's simple. See, it doesn't have to be hard. Let's look for another letter. To Jay, who told me about a bunch of bands, but also Wilbur's Your City Gave Me Asthma album, I just want to say that hit my delicate heart. Losing Face has to be my favorite from it. Some of the lyrics in that album are chef's kiss. Thanks for sharing. Oh, we can go back to it, Puffy. Don't worry, no rush. It's more of a message than a question. Well, this might be good for y'all, because we have at least 2 students here in the chat, Sarah and Puffy. I have this classmate. They asked me for help with biology, and I'm gladly to. I think they mean I'm glad to. But I feel like they never listen to me. They say, never mind, I got it, or make excuses all the time, and blame their teacher for their mistake. I can help, but I won't give you answers. All right, we're gonna do that next, Puffy. You gotta make sure I get that right, because I think we should reply to this letter since we have some actual students on hand, but I like that pre-styling one, and we're gonna put that into the ether, by God. You better believe it. You made me genuinely laugh with that one too, you know. Some of these internet dad jokes, I'm lukewarm on. Some of them I get a little grin, some of them I get a little chuckle. But the pre-styling, I think I got a guffaw from that one. Yeah, it took me a second too, Seiron. So I think what this person is saying is that they're glad to help their classmates when their classmates ask them. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm a little confused up until the last sentence, right? I think the last sentence, I think they're saying that they're happy to help, but people just want them to give them the answers, you know, and they don't like that. Reasonably so, right? Is that what you're getting from this, guys? Because that's what I'm getting from it. And I think probably the gist of our response should be that it's okay to set limits for yourself, right? I think for this one, a reassurance that their efforts are good, regardless of their classmates' response. All right, y'all both like that? I like that too. I feel that just you making the effort to help is valuable, regardless of your classmates' responses. You should be proud of that, I'm gonna add. Maybe the thing to start with here is, let's say, assessing your own limits and your own boundaries. And I think the thing that follows that, and then perhaps, and then gently communicating those boundaries to your classmates. You deserve that respect and consideration. What do y'all think? Anything else we should add? Anything we should tweak? Anything we should adjust? Also, I'm looking for that music credit on screen, because this flute is just like, it's like flute broth. It's like flute broth for the teenage soul. Sometimes on some of his late 60s, early 70s albums, James Brown will just flow in a flute solo. And the only way to say the phrase, "Yeah, give me some flute," and sound cool is by being James Brown. I guarantee you that. Also, I'm going to throw in, I'm glad you think it sounds good, Sarah. I'm going to say, also, let's do that. I'm going to say it's absolutely okay to say no. It's okay to be straightforward. How about that? Also, good luck with the studies. So let's try this letter. Tofu, tofu, tofu. I'm going to always accept tofu as an eternal good, so I'm guessing that means that we're solid here. Let's proofread. I mean, we're going to be drowning without Cass on this proofreading session, because I have made much of my living as a writer, but man, I think maybe when you write too much, everything just becomes a soup, and I miss typos and stuff pretty badly. So, I feel that just you making the effort to help is valuable, regardless of your classmates' responses. You should be proud of that. Maybe the thing to start with here is assessing your own limits and your own boundaries, and then gently communicating those boundaries to your classmates. You deserve that respect and consideration. It is absolutely okay to say no. That's what Puffy told me. It's okay to be straightforward. No, Saron said that. That's what Saron told me. Also, good luck with the studies. Alphabet soup. I like that. I'm gonna give this person a robot. I don't know why. School, studies, robot. It's all making sense to me in my alphabet soup of a brain. I'm gonna do one last scan for typos. Cass just implanted those typos in my brain. Send it off. Alright, this postier is going to rush it right over. It's good to know. You can count on me to deliver this letter. Thank you, postier. Ooh, this is a toughie. I'm not even sure how to answer this one. Hey y'all, I might have written about this before, but it continues to come up. 2 of my best friends are dating, and have barely talked with me unless I initiate, and I've expressed that I feel left out and would like to be included, which they agreed. Yet nothing has changed. Oh, I know this. I think a lot of people know this situation, right? A lot of people know this situation. But I'm struggling. I'm struggling to figure out what to say to comfort this person, because I'd like to know more. You know, we can't know more. All we have is the letter. But you know, they say that they've expressed that they felt left out and that they'd like to be included. I wonder. It makes a difference. How many times they've expressed this makes a difference. You know what I mean? I wonder if they've tried a few times. I wonder if they've only tried once. Because to me, that would make a difference in this year's situation. You know, and then there's also sort of recognizing the reality that just in our sort of personal social hierarchy, someone's significant other is always, you know, sort of given the most value, and yet there's a balance there. Oh, no worries, Sarah. I'm kind of working my way through this letter. I'll reread it since it's a little tiny thing at the top, because I think it's a situation that many people are familiar with, but it's hard to come up with a meaningful response to it. So this person says that this issue continues to come up in their life, that they have two best friends that have started dating, and their best friends have barely talked to them unless they initiate the conversation. And they say that they've expressed that they feel left out and they would like to be included, and the friends agreed to that, but so far nothing has changed. Puffy just came back. Do I need to read that to Puff too? Did you get that letter, Puffy? Because I need some help with this one. I'll read it again to you if you need me to. It is rough, Puffy. Also, I'm just aging myself. I just realized that WB means welcome back. I just figured that out with my big boy brain. So yeah, Puffy, we're trying to work through the situation when we have a friend who's it's okay. I'll summarize to you, Puffy. We have a friend here whose two best friends have started dating, and they've sort of left this person out, and this person has expressed to their friends that they're feeling left out, and the friends have agreed to include them more, but so far this person hasn't seen any change. And again, I think this is a very familiar situation. I think it's a really common situation. I'm particularly struggling with it because I'd like some more information, which we can't get, but I wonder, they don't say how many times they've reached out, they do say that it has continued to be an issue, so I guess that would indicate to me that it is kind of an ongoing thing. I guess we can assume that they've reached out a couple of times, but it's still doing that. I don't know why it's doing that, Puffy. I will allow it again. That's a good start, Saron. You're absolutely right. Now, Puffy, this isn't the one who's doing the dating. It's their friends who are dating, and their friends have left them out. They were all friends, and now two of them are dating, and this person feels left out. Ooh, hear that? That's cracking the writing fingers there. But that's an excellent start, Saron. Why is your blocked? I don't understand why yours blocked. I don't have a custom blacklist or whitelist here. I just have whatever Twitch has set up, but it's goofy as hell. The other day we discovered, I can't remember who all was here. Very good chance you all were already both here, but what was it? The words gay and ass were blocked. I think it was Lena who said something about, well, my gay ass, and Twitch didn't like that. It's ridiculous. Alright, let us start. Let us start with Saron's thing. Oop, now I've lost it. Before anything else, you should be proud of yourself for expressing this to your friends at all. That's a big deal, and it takes courage. Thank you, Buffy. You got that memory. I still can't believe. I mean, I understand their intention, but just the fact that the word gay is blocked by default is just a ton of stupidness. I don't understand it. Alright. Try dating someone else. Be that bitch who your friends never thought you are. I think you're onto something. I don't want to tell them to try and date somebody, because that might be harder than it sounds. But I think that you're onto something, Puffy, about finding the value in yourself. I think that they should keep trying to reach out to their friends, because we don't know how long. But I think that, if anything, maybe this is an experience that can teach them to find value in themselves. And this sounds really depressing, but as a hermit and a general loner, learning how to be okay with just your own company. And also learning that, no offense to this person's friends, but this shit ebbs and flows. You know, I'm an old man. Your friends, they go and they meet somebody and they just get all up that person's ass for a while. And because that's how relationships work, usually it ends. You know, not to be a downer, but most relationships end at some point. That's just how humans be. You know, we're at the mercy of all of our own weird pheromones, right? Puffy, that's not weird. Eat you a snack. What are you snacking on? All right, I'm gonna start rolling with that. We're gonna freestyle it here. We're gonna spitball, free ball, wild style it. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay. It's worth it to. I like that, Puffy. It's worth it to keep trying. Oh, learn to love yourself. I like that, Puffy. Let me just verbatim kick that in there for now before it goes away in the chat. But if things continue this way, try breaking away a bit and focus on learning to love yourself. You may find other people who love you for who you are and would never leave you, even if they're in a relationship. So I'm gonna throw in relationships and friendships ebb and flow. That's natural. But it's always healthy to learn to be with yourself. That never changes. Is that too depressing? What do y'all think? We can tweak this a little bit. We're going to call this a draft, you know. Before anything else, you should be proud of yourself for expressing this to your friends at all. Saron's thinking, this might be a draft. That's a big deal. It takes courage. It's worth it to keep trying, but if things continue this way, try breaking away a bit and focus on learning to love yourself. You may find other people who love you for who you are and would never leave you, even if they're in a relationship. Relationship and friendships ebb and flow. That's natural. Ooh, this sags. But it's always healthy to learn to be with yourself. That never changes. Also, let me know how these music levels are for you guys, if you get a chance. I'm liking that sax too, Puff. Sounds good? I know Puff likes it because she wrote 80% of it. Cass is back. Actually, let's get Cass's input on this one. I like that they are enough. Cass, let's get. We found the toughest letter so far, and I would like your input here. I've recapped this numerous times, but that's okay. We got a small chat, so they're patient and they're lovely. So here's what's going on, Cass. I'll recap it. It's in this tiny text here. This person is in a situation, very common situation, where they have two best friends. Their two best friends started dating and have sort of left them out of the picture. This person has reached out to them and said that they would like to be more included, but so far nothing has changed, even though the couple has agreed, right? So we really had to work through this one because it's very relatable, but it's hard to give advice on. So here's, this was mostly Puffy and Saron, to credit them. Here's what we got. We say, before anything else, you should be proud of yourself for expressing this to your friends at all. That's a big deal. That takes courage. And it's worth it to keep trying, but if things do continue this way, try breaking away a bit. Focus on learning to love yourself. That was Puffy. This is still Puffy, actually. You may find other people who love you for who you are and would never leave you, even if they're in a relationship. This is what I added. Relationships and friendships ebb and flow. That's natural. But it's always healthy to learn to be with yourself. That never changes. We got an extra line here. You think this needs any nips, tucks, additions? Any cinnamon? Any salt? Alright, Saron, we will be here. Let's think for a minute. I'm gonna let Cass think for a minute, and while she does that, here's the thing that I wanted to share today. I'll probably share it again just because I'm really proud of it. I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't reflect. I gotta let my monitor catch up here. This is Skitchin for the Sega Genesis. In a box. It says, "The bad boys who made Rash are back to thrash in Skitchin. Grab your skates, steal a ride on a car bumper, and you're off. Skating and hitchin'. Skitchin. It's bitchin'." It says that. This bee is good with advice and yet can't apply her advices to herself. I think that's everybody, Puff. That is everybody on the planet. We're all just fucking Aristotle out here, unless it comes to ourselves, right? Maybe something about the breakaway part about creating that space may allow for some new friendships to blossom. Love it. Love it. I think we can massage that in to what Puffy had said. I think it's a very similar thought. I'm gonna break away and focus through that. Through that, you may find new friendships blossoming. I'm gonna say through that space. There we go. Look at that. Beautifully worded. You're leaving space for. I'm gonna have to proofread this. For new friendships to blossom. A space where you may even. All right, let's give this a read. Watch out now. My whole trailer park bat computer is falling apart here. Okay. I think we did this. Before anything else, you should be proud of yourself for expressing this to your friends at all. That's a big deal. It takes courage. It's worth it to keep trying, but if things continue this way, try breaking away a bit and focus on learning to love yourself. Wait. Oh, hang on. Did that sound sexy when you said it? I don't even know what I said. Yeah, I know. Through... What did I do? We'll say with that. With that, you're leaving space for new friendships to blossom. With that, you're leaving space for new friendships to blossom, a space where you may even find other people who love you for who you are and would never leave you even if they're in a relationship. Relationship and friendships ebb and flow. That's natural. Oh shit. We lost that last line. So through that. And then flow. Let's see if I can fit anything. Let's make a little edit here, because I think that ending is important. So, and flow. But being with yourself is constant. We'll say loving yourself is constant. How about that? I'm gonna silently proofread this to make sure. I like this. Cass says it's gorgeous. We're gonna put a sticker on it. Let's put a little sailboat on it. Let's get this person just sailing forward and put that into the ether. Thank you for taking the time to think about a stranger. I'll rush this right over. That's what we're doing today. Thinking about strangers on the internet. I mean, that's what Twitch is, right? Just a great big experience with strangers on the internet, and they sort of become not strangers over time. I know that Cass and Puffy might have some things to say about this. I've been feeling this weighed down pressure behind my back from my parents. The pressure that I always have to succeed. I nearly had a breakdown today at school. Bursted into tears when I got home. I just can't do this. I'm exhausted. Says, oh God. Oh, all right. I'm gonna turn to the two of you for advice on this one because I'm triggered. Yeah. I saw that you guys in the mod chat were just sort of talking about this very subject. So I know this is fresh on y'all's minds. I think this is also a nice format for storytelling and communication, among us. So my experience with this is very, very, very fortunate. I essentially just have a mom, and she is just wonderful. My family's poor as hell, so she, couldn't provide materially as much as a lot of moms could, but I'm so fortunate that there was never any of this pressure. She came to every goddamn play that I ever did. Read everything I wrote. My mom has seen more of my movies than I have seen. Where I saw friends around me who were forced to be, or, strongly encouraged to be pharmacists or accountants or doctors or whatever their parents decided for them. I was very fortunate to never have that kind of pressure, And I think that sort of worked for both me and my sister. My mom found a great balance of raising her kids right, but also being just hands-off enough to not make them hate it when she tried to exert some kind of control, So that's my experience, which doesn't help this person too much. What do y'all think? Yeah, that's again, it was a weird upbringing, and a lot of it was tough. Never. I think I went to 8 elementary schools, and we never knew if we could pay rent. But that's something I'm really thankful for. Here we go. Here's what I'm gonna do, Cass. I'm gonna start with this verbatim because it's gonna disappear from chat, and this will be a nice draft. I like to keep it general. Maybe your parents, Cass says, maybe your parents are pressuring you because their minds, they are trying to create a future for you that is safe and secure. They may only know how to create that for you through the pressure of doing well in your education. If it's pushing you to the brink, try talking to them. Our parents are adults, but they aren't perfect. They don't know everything. That's a really good point, because if the last couple years here in America have taught us anything, a big revelation that I've had is, when you're young, when you're a kid, when you're school age, you have this conception that adults are so qualified, that adults know so much. But turns out most adults are dumb as fuck. Most adults are dumber than a bag of shit here in America. Anyway, so that's a nice way to say that. I don't think we need to say, well, your parents are probably dumb as a bag of rocks. But yeah, I mean, we got 30% of the population. We got 30% of the population that believes that Bill Gates is trying to put a microchip in them. That believes that the guy who made Windows 95 is somehow responsible for coronavirus, even though he spent billions of dollars literally curing polio. So we're dealing with some shit. We're dealing with some shit. Cass and I have spent probably a third of the year, and Ryan as well, screaming about this country, which we can do here. So I had a thought. I think this is great. I think this can all be included in the letter. I think one thing I would like to add to it is that they say, I can't do this. I'm exhausted. What do y'all think of this? It's more than okay to feel exhausted. But know that you will get through this. And I don't want to say that lightly. You know, I think Cass knows this. It's a good thing. It's generally it's well intentioned, but especially in California among millennials and zillennials, there's a lot of this culture of like, everything happens for a reason. Everything will work out. You know, that's not always the case. Those aren't always, I think, the best words of encouragement, because that's generally just comes from the place that the person's trying to be nice, but it doesn't always offer you anything. That's good, Cass. We're gonna throw it in there. But in this case, oh, that's Puff. That's excellent, Puff. But in this case, so many people have gone through this, and I think this is clearly a younger person. They're gonna make it. Like we know this. Oh, this is all good. Let's see if we can fit these in. We got 2 lines to. Let me try to squeeze these in. Let me try to be a writer here and squeeze these in. Let your feelings out. Stand tall. Don't let your parents chip away at progress. How about that? I'm gonna try to condense what you're saying there, Cass, and we might have to cut out a few things for the closer. I don't want to say just practice self-care, because you know that's very general. Practice taking care of yourself. Let's see. We're gonna say maybe in your parents' view. I'm just gonna condense a little bit. They may only know how to do that. What do you mean, Cass? Okay, we're condensing a little bit. They're trying to create a future for you. Do a few little bets. We'll just say secure. I think safe and secure are synonymous. They may only know how to do that. Oh, I see what you're saying, Cass. To do that through the pressure of doing well. We'll say by pressuring you. To do well in your education. Let's see. Lord Almighty. Puffy's setting off the auto mod. Let me try to condense this letter, Puffy, and then I'll see what I can do. Actually, you know, that's weird. It's not giving me the option to approve that message, Puffy. I like what you're saying there, Cass. Can I? Oh man, we can't cut and paste. Alright. Let's try to remember what this is. Actually, I think that should follow. Try talking to them. Let your feelings out. Stand tall. And don't let anyone chip away at your progress. We'll just say parents aren't perfect. Parents aren't perfect. They don't know everything. It's more than okay to feel exhausted, but know that you will get through this. Meanwhile, for a second, Cass, I thought you said, maybe move Puff's shit up there. Just take Puff's shit and, you know, just move that shit up there. let's say, practice finding new ways to care. I remember you said soothe, and soothe for yourself. To care for yourself. How about, to keep it to the point, depressurize? Because this is all about, they keep using the word pressure, you know. All right, let's see what we got here. Well, what do you say, puppy? Went in there early. It's just me and my best friend in there, and not me laughing right now. I think that's you laughing right now. Let's have a proofread here. Maybe in your parents' view, they're trying to create a future for you that's secure. They may only know how to do that by pressuring you to do well in your education. Fucking boomers, right? Fucking boomers. If it's pushing you to the brink, try talking to them. Let your feelings out, stand tall, and don't let anyone chip away at your progress. Parents aren't perfect, they don't know everything. It's more than okay to feel exhausted, but know that you will get through this. Meanwhile, practice finding new ways to care for yourself and depressurize. I love it. I'm a big fan of it. Well, I also just caught myself in the monitor, and quarantine has your boy just transparent. Let's send them this cool-looking ninja astronaut. Also, do you guys want to see my latest form of self-care? It's my Neo Geo hat right here. Got that Neo Geo hat. I wear it everywhere. I wear it in the shower. I wear it to bed. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, we're just getting new letters. I don't think I've ever seen a little load time in kind words before. Hey, we've already got a thanks for the letter. We got a space seal, y'all! I sleep naked except for the Neo Geo hat. It is true that I sleep naked. I don't mean to ruin it for old Ricky there. I hope that always comes to the rescue. Space Seal always comes to the rescue. I hope that Ricky can get in on this someday. I feel like Ricky would be real good at helping us give comforting letters to these folks. Actually, just a lot of people in the community would be real good at it. Oh, we got another thanks. Oh, this is my son. This is my son, Frog You. An apprehensive frog. Y'all, I've been really into frogs lately. I'm finding great comfort in drawings of frogs. I don't know, man. Yeet's out to download the game. Everybody download kind words. Hey. Oh, Puff, what's that priest joke? Puff wanted us to send a dad joke out into space. Here's a dad joke to make you feel nice. That's the punchline. What's the first part? I don't wanna fucking try to scroll through my chat clumsily here. I'm gonna do it anyway. I mean, I know Puffy's just got that on deck. I think she keeps it on her phone's clipboard. Just copy pasting it whenever she needs to freestyle. See if I can find it before she does. Oh, it was a ways back. There it is. Thanks, Puff. All right. If a priest does a homily without the Bible, are they gonna do some dots? See, this is the comedic timing, Puff. This is comedic timing in action. This is virtual comedic timing. Wonderful. Welcome back, Saron. Yeah. Well, we just got around to sending out this joke. We were able to send a pretty finely crafted letter, I think. a letter that I'm proud of. So now we're just sending this out into the ether. Here's a dad joke to make you feel nice. If a priest does a homily without the Bible, are they freestyling? Yes, they are. Look, you can just click a little button down here. You know what, my overlay's hiding it a little bit. But you can just press a button down here to access mental health resources. Isn't that nice? Cass with the tofu. I think I am 3 or 4 subs away from unlocking the next emote for y'all. So that should be happening anytime soon. Cass went away to download this game. We're gonna get some kind words. It's hard not to be scared, especially for things you can't control. Well, if you can't control it, there's no point to be scared, is there? But the scary thing is, what if you can control it, and you aren't? Bro, I don't know what you mean. I think I know what they mean. Uh-oh. What kind of surprise? How many subs do I have? I don't know exactly. I'm a couple away from 15. Yeah, I don't know if that was supposed to encourage us there on. A couple away from 15, which is what I need for the next emote. And I have like 7 or 8 emotes made by the same artist. But how many? I'd have to look. I think like I think I have 11. I think I have 11 subs right now, which is wild, by the way. Like I did not expect that. I got like four of them last night from people just watching me fuck around with Bullet Witch and Death Stranding. 11, I says. I think it's 11. I'm not even sure how to look at it on my Twitch. I see you. Oh my god. I don't know why I didn't see that coming. I genuinely am just out here like, oh, I don't know, I think it's 11. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's wild. Oh, damn. Jesus, they just keep coming. Oh, and giving Ryan a gifted sub. Wow. How do I do this? Oh my god, now we're just getting all kinds of things. All these things are popping off. Cass wins the stream, as always. Uh-oh. This might cause a ruckus. Okay, I was just gonna ask. Since you're out here that's exactly what I was gonna ask. Since you're out here just gifting these subs left and right. I was gonna say, which emote do you want next? So it'll be the Miller. And I will make damn sure that everybody knows that Mod Cass bought the Miller. She purchased the Miller. It's like she walked in the room and she said, "It's Miller time." And so it was. Miller time for everybody. That's wild. Man, this is a good friend, people. It's a good friend right here. And honestly, Cass is why I'm here. It's a funny cycle, isn't it? Because I feel like I encouraged Cass to be much more of a nerd about video games. It was around that time when we were playing, you would come over and play, of all things, the Wii U. We'd play Mario Kart and Splatoon on the Wii U. And yes, I owned a Wii U, by the way. Me and 12 other Americans owned a Wii U. But we had fun with it. Cass would come over, we'd play it, and you got that Switch, and you dove headfirst into it, and you invited me over to stream with you, and you just legitimized this whole thing in my eyes. So here's to Cass and her 5 motherfucking subs. Broke as fuck. That's Splatoon 1. You were still good, but I mean, like I've said, I mean, in terms of Splatoon, the student has become the master. I mean, I was pretty good back in the Splatoon 1 days. I also owned every single wardrobe item in the entire game. I fully upgraded everything, and now I'm just like, I'm as useful as an actual cube of tofu in Splatoon 2. That's all I can do in Splatoon 2, and I get carried by Cass. So, Here's to those subs. You and Lena might have to throw down on that leaderboard. Lena's been number one on that leaderboard for ever since I was an affiliate. You done dethroned Lena Dunn. And they might have something to say about it. Look at this letter. This goes out to all of you. Looking good. I think we're all looking good. All right. That makes me want to write another letter, you know? You got to pay it forward. I wonder if I can just give this letter writer 5 fucking subscriptions, Cass. Wildin' out here. Wildin'. Okay, we already saw this one. This was just a thank you. More school stuff, y'all. I moved far from home for grad school. Things were great until my depression started to come back. Can be subs of the heart. We're gonna give this person 5 subs of the heart. My new local friends have sort of abandoned me. My friends from home try their best, but the distance makes it hard. I feel so alone. I have one bit of advice to offer them, just in terms of depression. First, it's important to know that your depression, I'm going to say it's important to remember or remind yourself. I don't want to, they know this, is your brain chemicals playing their tricks on you. It's okay to feel it when it comes. Something like that. That's not exactly right, you know. But I think people get guilty about their depression. You know, and as somebody who has clinical depression just in pretty much every generation of their family, you get to a point where you realize, like, you know what? This is all right. I know what this is now. Gonna lurk and have you in the background. Saron's a studying fool. Studying all the time. Proud of you for that. Yeah, enjoy the studies. Pop in whenever you can. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. And good stream earlier. I liked that Valheim. I liked watching it. So I'm sure we'll see you around. One more for Wednesday, then I can slack. We got some hard studiers up in the chat here. All right. Lurk and get on with another chapter. What are you doing, Puffy? Not me fully eating a Milo. What is this? Milo powder. Oh, just the straight powder. No water. That's all right. Enjoy the bookcast. Thank you again for the subs, you wild woman. I got to see who all was the recipient of your generosity. And thanks for the great letter writing. Go by that kind words. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Do you have Steam, Cass? Send me your Steam name, and maybe I will return this sub gift. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? There's a little hint there. Just send me your Steam name, is what I'm saying. Okay? Please. All right. Me and Puff, we're working our way through this letter. It's okay if you got to get to class too, Puff. I figured this would just be a short stream today. I'm just trying this thing out. And I ain't judging you, Puff. I had been known as a young man at certain points in my life to have dry oatmeal and Guinness for breakfast. Suffice to say, my grain group on the food pyramid was very well answered. All right. So you're in school, Puff. You might be able to help with this one. This person moved far from home for grad school. They were having a good time. It's just dry oatmeal and beer. I would do that from time to time. Sometimes also just whiskey with a raw egg. I'm not recommending this to anybody. Maybe I need to write a letter here in kind words about my youthful dietary habits and alcohol habits. So they moved away for grad school. Their depression started to kick back in, and let me keep my activity feed open here. Their depression started to kick back in. Their local friends aren't really hanging out with them, and their friends from home are trying their best. So first I want to remind them that depression is brain chemicals playing tricks on you. So it's okay to just feel that when it comes. I'm gonna say it's also okay to express and communicate it. I think it's also worth it to remind this person of the value of those friends from home doing their best. Like that's a good thing, you know? Ooh, that's nice too. And that's actually happening right now. I like that idea, Puffy. I'm gonna add to that they've made a big move, and sometimes, at least in my experience, when I moved away to school, I really enjoyed college. You know, I was the first member of my family to go to college. Most of my family didn't even graduate from high school. My mother was the first member of my family to graduate from high school. So it was a big deal to go to college because again, we were just dirt poor, and that's good to know. And Puffy, you've done a great job at that. We're gonna talk to this person. You're onto the right thing, Puffy. I think we're gonna talk to this person about fostering new communities. But before we get into communities, I want to remind this person where I was going with my experience is that it took some time. You know, they said that they've just moved, and it took some time to find that community. You know, so I think it's okay for this person to give it a little bit of time. And then in the meantime, let's remind them what you're saying, Puffy, about, you know, exploring these new communities and fostering new communities, whether they be in person at school, or I guess probably distanced at this point, or whether they be online. That's great stuff. I think we've cracked the code on this one, as it were. You've made a big move, and you should be proud of that. From experience, it does take time to find a new community. I like what you're saying. Takes time to find the right friends for you. Perfect, Puffy. That's a perfect puff. That's a perfect pack of puffs right there. All right. It does take time to find the right friends for you. In the meantime, don't be afraid to explore new communities. Let's see. College is perfect for that. I'm going to add this and then get to the online thing. College is perfect for that, with various enthusiast clubs. That's kind of clunky, but you get the idea. I love that, Puff. Quitting school and becoming a full-time writer in this game. That's wonderful. Yeah, clubs and cliques. We'll put that in there. I'll say clubs, groups, and cliques. And cliques to explore for like-minded folks. But don't be afraid to find new and supportive online communities too. Oh, just heard an alert noise. Hey, Joe Sunnyside with the follow. I think I have a guess at who that might be. I don't know if they're out there right now. Communities. Is Joe Sunnyside? If you're there, Joe Sunnyside, reveal yourself. If you can. I think I know who that is, but I don't want to make assumptions. And I hope it's who I think it is. If it's just a random Sunnyside up Joe, that's cool too. But it would be extra exciting because I think that the Joe that I know would very much enjoy this. It is Toast. It's Jody Toast Casey. This is my old friend Jody. Not old physically, but old in terms of length. Jody, do you know anything about this game? First off, thanks for popping in. We're having a very, very low-key stream today. Mostly just me and Puff in the chat today. And if I can introduce Jody. Jody is an art teacher, a curator, an artist, a scholar, a writer, She has done a lot of helpful work in terms of assisting marginalized communities, and she's a wonderful artist herself. Jody, you're going to love this game if you get to hang out a bit. This game is called Kind Words, Lo-Fi Chill Beats to Study To. That's the whole title. And what it is that anybody in the world can anonymously write a letter, and anybody in the world can grab that letter out of the ether and anonymously reply to it. So it's essentially just a mental health resource. You can also just send various kind words out into space here. So I thought it would be an interesting exercise to recruit the community to try to write letters together. You know, try to work through our own stories, and collaborate to try to find the most comforting things that we could say to these folks. You know, I want to try to make it part of the regular streaming rotation, along with all my other, you know, my dumb silly bullshit, my bullet witches and my Bayonettas and my Death Strandings, and my Nintendo games. But so for instance, this person, I'll recap for you because it's tiny on the screen. This anonymous person, Jay, has said they moved far from home for grad school. Everything was great, but their depression started to kick in. Their local friends have sort of abandoned them. Their friends from home are trying their best, but it's hard, and they feel alone. So Puffy contributed to this, as Puffy is currently in school herself. So here's what we come up with. You're going to be great at this. We said, first, it's important to remind yourself that your depression is your brain chemicals playing their tricks on you. It's okay to feel it when it comes. It's also okay to express and communicate it. You made a big move, and you should be proud of that. From experience, it does take time to find the right friends for you. In the meantime, don't be afraid to explore new communities. College is perfect for that, with various enthusiast clubs, groups, and cliques to explore for like-minded folks. But don't be afraid to find new and supportive online communities. That was Puffy's idea. I like the idea of doing this as a weekly thing, Puff. I would love to do that. I'd love to just tack it on whenever we can. But like I said, I'm also... it might be best to play it by itself, because, again, it might be weird to, you know... Oh, we're playing a Neo Geo fighting game, and now we're just going to tack on some kind words to it. I don't know about that whole combo. So maybe we'll make it a weekly thing. I like that idea. I have a question here. Is there anything that we might be able to cut out? Because I also want to encourage this person to, you know, we've said it's okay to express and communicate their depression, but can we refer them to any resources for that? Excellent. That's exactly what I'm looking for, Jody. Jody says there are lots of resources on campuses. I've totally been taking advantage of free therapy. Okay, let me see where I can nip and tuck this letter so we can work that in, because that's an extremely good point, because this person led with how their depression has been bothering them. So, and they're in grad school. Puffy keeps getting auto-moderated by a robot. Oh, the toxic motherfuckers in DBD. What have they been doing, Puffy? What are these trolls been doing in Dead by Daylight? So, let's see. What can we trim here to get Jody's idea in there? Let me reread that before it goes away. Yeah, looking at free resources and therapy on campus. Let me trim some of this imposters phenomenon. Okay, wonderful. We got to make room for this. Jody's going to be much better at all of this than me. This is wonderful stuff. And also, Jody, don't feel like we've trapped you here if you have things to do today. But I'm so glad that you're here for this one in particular. Just want to remind yourself that your depression... That's funny. I read that as imposter. It's okay to feel it when it comes. It's also okay to, we'll just say, express it. I'm just cutting things to make some room. I'll say a big move that you should be proud of. And then we'll say Just cutting some fluff so we can work this stuff in. We'll say, grad school lies by thinking everyone is smarter and better. All right. So I'm going to work that in since here at the beginning, since we're talking about depression. Use your school's resources. Free therapy. Let's see. We'll put that in parentheses. Take a look at... so Jody, just to be sure, is imposters phenomenon, do you mean that like as like a psychological, like imposter syndrome, or is this like an organization? Look into imposter phenomenon. Phenomenon. Right? People pay me to write things. I'll say college is full of clubs, groups, cliques to explore. Syndrome. Okay. Common high achievers. Cool. I like that because that's kind of like it's kind of like we snuck in a little compliment there, you know? Or we're sort of subtly calling this person a high achiever. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a little proofread here. It's important to remind yourself that your depression is brain chemicals playing tricks on you. It's okay to feel it when it comes. It's also okay to express it. Use your school's resources, therapy, and look into imposter phenomenon, common in high achievers. You've made a big move that you should be proud of. It takes time to find the right friends for you. Explore new communities. College is full of clubs, groups, and cliques to explore for like-minded folks. But don't be afraid to find new and supportive online communities. Can I put 2? Can I fit 2? Oh! I'll just... You know what? We can almost fit 2. Somehow ending with a 2 just feels pleasant to me. Like it's not final. You know what I mean? Just adding that 2 leaves things a little open-ended, and I think it conveys that this isn't the be-all, end-all right choice. You know, these are just some ideas that we're expressing to this person. Just maybe some tips. You know, some possibilities, right? Jody loves it. If Jody loves it, I think it's good enough to send. Hey Jody, check this out. First off, we're gonna put a sticker on it. We just got this frog. And now, a beautiful male deer, a post deer, a post doe, is gonna come and deliver our letter. Thank you for taking the time to think about this, stranger. I'll rush this right over. Class about to start, I'll leave you a lurk, Tofu. Alright, thank you, Puffy. I appreciate the lurk. Enjoy class. Thanks for helping write these letters. We'll probably pop off here in just a bit. But you know, we'll see. I wanted to do a little baby teeny, low-key, quiet stream today. And this has just really been hitting the spot. Honestly, the fact that Joe showed up, that makes me setting all this garbage up completely worth it. Alright. This sounds like a good one. And this is something I can relate to. Let's at least do one more letter. This person says, I've been very insecure about my acne lately, especially when my family teases me about it. They don't understand, even though I've talked to them about it. The words they say hurt 10 times more than anyone else's. I wish I was confident enough to be myself. Let me know, Joe, how this volume is for you on the music, by the way. I want us to have this music present because it's lovely. I think we can help this person. The hard part here is, man, I cannot believe, I mean, I can believe it, but what a fucking rough road this is that they're, I mean, acne's hard enough already. This is the part that I can relate to. I had horrendous acne when I was in middle school, and I hated looking at myself. But thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. The hard part here is that it's just, I can't believe that their own fucking family is teasing them about acne or about being insecure about it. That is, that's rough. That's extremely rough. So I would love some suggestions from chat about what we can say about that. Oh, Cass is back. Hey, Cass. Also say hello to my friend. My friend Joe is here. Two great friends that I made through doing theater. Oh, we're getting some alerts. Hey, Say Mercy Please. We got to follow. Hey, thanks for following, Say Mercy Please. Thanks for being here. We're just trying to come up with clear and concise and uplifting ways to write nice letters to people. I know who this is. Hey, Stefan. Thank you for being here. We're doing a little mental health exercise today. This is really cool. Just a lot of folks that I know are popping in today. That's Stefan, right? I think it is. Reveal yourself, if you are. Say Mercy, please. Just got off of Kind Words myself. Oh, that's so nice. Were you streaming it or just playing it, Say Mercy? Oh, I guess you were streaming it, because we got that Caspar the Friendly Ghost mod out here doing the shout-outs to Say Mercy, please. I say anybody playing Kind Words is very welcome here. Shout it out anyway. You know what? Let's give Say Mercy a shout out just for being here as a human. So since we got some new folks coming in and following and such, let me reread this short letter once again, because Cass is back and she's fantastic at answering these. So this person is insecure. They're insecure about their acne. This is the part that I'm struggling with. Thank you, Stefan. We're doing a really a little different. You know, normally I play a lot of indie games, I play a lot of weird games, I play a lot of retro stuff and ramble about it. But today we're doing Kind Words and just trying to send nice letters. You know, it's just a little bit of group therapy, sort of. What's this animation project? I would love to hear about it, unless it's like an NDA type of thing. Anyway, so this person is insecure about acne, and here's the part that is just grinding me, that's going to be hard to come up with something to say. They say that their family teases them about it. That's fucking rough. And that their family doesn't understand that their words hurt 10 times more than anyone else's. They say, I wish I was confident enough to be myself. What shall we say to this person? I mean, I can express to them, you know, I had awful acne when I was in middle school, and yeah, that's a great thing to say Mercy. Let me get that down. I just want to make sure that we express that, because I love what you're saying here, Say Mercy. Family should always lift you up the highest. Oh, Wild is here. Toku, hope the stream is going good at work right now. Just stopping by to say, hey, making sure you're doing well, and chat is good too. Chat is excellent, Wild. Even better now that you're here. Love you guys. Keep having fun. And chat, show this man all the love and support you can, because he's great. Goddamn, Wild. Can we shout out Wild, please? Wild is just, Wild is wonderful. We had some good stream time. Some Monhunt talk, by the way. I think we might be able to get a little crew going with me, Cass, and Wild in that Monster Hunter Rise. Thanks for popping in, Wild. It is always a joy to see you. Their fam is so rude. Shit. Yeah, they are more than rude. All right, I love what Mercy had to say there. So we got that in our draft. I'm gonna let them know that I've lived this. Through acne myself, and I know what it's like to do everything you can to avoid looking at your body. And again, I don't want to answer. I don't want to provide these frivolous, you know, everything will work out in the end, things. But when so many people have lived through it, I feel more confident in saying that there will be a day when that is a distant memory. I guarantee. This is lovely squad action. This is just I really didn't expect here with my diddling around with streaming that I would have such a lovely little community this early into the game. It's as this stream is showing, y'all done made a big softie out of me, and I'm loving it. What can we say about their family here? Like, I don't. It's hard for me to fathom. Yeah, the practical advice is good. You can even do online dermatologists nowadays are pretty cheap. I think I consulted one once for about like $40 or so. Let's put that in our notes. Don't be afraid to be proactive. Actually, I don't want to say proactive, because isn't that an acne medication? I don't want them to think that we're making a pun on them here. To do the footwork. Check out online dermatologists if you can. You can feel secure in your body. That's really good. All right, let's lead with Mercy's. Also, let me know if you prefer to be called. I'm just annotating. I'm annotating. Say Mercy Please's name to Mercy. So say Mercy Please. Let me know if you prefer anything else. But I love what you said. Family should always lift you the highest. When they're not doing that, self-love tips. These are great. When they're not doing that, remind them the pain they're causing you. Now, she said that they don't understand. Well, I'm sorry, I just assumed. They said that they don't understand. So maybe let's drive this home a little bit better. Let's encourage this person to be as straightforward as possible. Because I do think that most parents, if their child is telling them that this is just hurting the hell out of them, that they're going to, they're gonna process that in some way. We can only hope, right? Be direct, stand tall, be clear and straightforward. Let's see. Mercy's got some input. Oh, Mercy is fine. Good to know. Thank you. Yep. Self-love tips, bath times, making sure to hydrate, not go deeper into the hole, so to speak. That's wonderful advice. Definitely straightforward, says Cass. So we're gonna. I think that the self-care is a nice little dot, a nice little period, to end this up on. Let's see what Joe has to say. Joe says, sometimes family members don't have all the answers and can fail us. Friends can provide support. Absolutely. I think we can roll that into the self-care thing. Friend communities can also provide support, as can, we're gonna have to edit ourselves here, as can focusing on self-love practices that, let's see here, what can we do? Let me just cut a few words here from my rambling ass old Southern man self. Do everything you can to avoid looking at your body. There will be a day when that is we'll just say a memory. Guarantee. Family should always lift you up the highest. When they're not, we're gonna do a whole read of this thing, but I just wanna trim it down a little bit. want to say be clear and straightforward. We're being a little redundant ourselves. Here we go. I think we have enough space now. We'll say, Mercy, I love your ideas, you know, bath times, hydration, all that stuff. That's all good. But let's roll it into saying things that, and let's see here. Sometimes I just gotta write it down. Cass out there with the typos. Stefan. Always hardest to identify toxicity when it's coming from those who are supposed to be closest to you. You can't fix people, but learning to see these traits for what they are essential for self-preservation. Ooh, that's really good. Man, this 14-line thing, it's killing me. I get it, but it's killing me. All right, let me cut this out so we can work that in too. I'm saying I know what it's like to do everything. Typo, should, instead of when they're not, when they don't. Families should always lift you up the highest when they don't. Got editor Cass over here. All right. So many times I wish I had 10 pages, said Mercy. I know. Have you been playing a lot of kind words? I only played a couple hours before streaming it. All right, now let's work on what Stefan was saying. I think it belongs next to that point that Mercy made. It's hard to recognize toxicity when it comes from those closest to you. So we'll cut that thing that I said and say, remind them of the pain they're causing. It's a new sentence. Yeah, good idea. We'll say be clear. It's good enough, I think. And there's something else that Stefan said that I wanted to roll in there. Yeah, I like that self-preservation. Let's keep focusing on self-love practices. On, let's see. On, I don't want to say protecting, preserving, on the things that help you, that help, let's say I like the self, sorry, I'm just, preservation, like Stefan said, and self-love. I like this too. You can't fix everyone. Oh, all we want to do, come on. Somebody give me the Konami code for this game. Give me the cheat code for this game that just gives me one more line. 15 would be good. All we need to do is like put the word self-love, right? We should be allowed to do that. It's just a couple hyphenated words. Always lift you up. We'll just say lift you up there. Although I like the full word. Y'all, what can we cut? Let's say there we go. I think we got a letter. I think we got a group letter here. Let me check this little chat, see if I'm missing anything. Yep, alright, we got that cut, Cass. Let's give it a read here. I know what it's like to do everything you can to avoid looking at your body. There will be a day when that is a memory, I guarantee. Families should always lift you up. It's hard to recognize toxicity when it comes from those closest to you. Remind them of the pain they're causing. Be clear. Do the footwork too. Check out online dermatologists if you can, so that you can feel secure in your body. You can't fix everyone, but friend communities can also provide support, as can focusing on self-preservation and self-love. I don't know about y'all, I'm gonna take a sip of water to that. I'm pretty pleased with that. I said the word pleased, isn't that a weird word? I always feel like a supervillain when I say the word pleased, you know? Oh, this pleases me. Mr. Bond, I'm very pleased at your actions. I'm gonna not say that. Thank you, Mercy. Alright, like I feel like Mitch McConnell says he's pleased a lot. Joe Sunnyside with the emotes. Everybody likes it. Let's give this happy-ass seal. What was this thing called? This cube seal? It's a new seal. We just got this seal, so I'm going to use all my self-control to avoid a letter sealing seal pun. And we're going to send this bad boy. I have this latent fear that as soon as I hit send, Cass is just going to pop in with a typo. Man, fuck that skin bag. Talking about Mitch. Look, the pouch, that's where all the bats live, Cass. Where's he going to keep all of his bats if they don't live in his neck pouch? You know? Mitch has got it. He keeps all the bats and the maggots and the weird worms in there. All right. Mercy, did you come across any of my pun joke airplane letters? That's really weird that you would say that because we didn't see any, but our chat friend Puffy is just on that dad joke warpath. She's just pun after pun after pun after pun, and so we actually sent out a bad pun joke airplane letter, of which I can remember the punchline, but how the hell did it go? Something about what do you call a priest who isn't what is a priest doing when he doesn't stick to the homily or when he doesn't stick to the Bible? He's priest-styling. That was the joke. Priest-styling. Puffy loves it. So that might be out there floating for you in the dad joke ether. In fact, let's see if we can look at some airplanes. Hey, we got some thanks for a letter that we wrote. And also, I should say that all of these thanks, all these responses are being directed at the letters that we have written together on this stream. So I think that's pretty bonus. By the way, I learned the word bonus. Stefan, you might like this if you're still out there. This is my mint copy of Skitchin for the Sega Genesis that has recently come in the mail. So I've been learning all of this. It's blinded by the light. But I've been learning all this early 90s Skitchin terminology, such as, what is it? Don't paw the splink, they say. They say don't paw the splink. I don't know what that means. When something's bad, they say bone. And when something's good, they say bonus. Not that's a bonus, just that's bonus. So I think that's pretty bonus. Puffy, Mercy was talking about jokes. Mercy had sent out pun jokes in the airplane letters and asked if we had come across any. So I let them know that we sent out a couple. We sent out some pun joke airplanes. Also, Puffy, you're in class. What are you doing? Ghost Boy sticker. If you find them, they'll give you a juicy secret. So yes, Puffy, we did a reading of your dad joke. Stefan was watching Gleaming the Cube last night. I think I was halfway through this story on my last stream, Stefan. I was, it be quarantine, so I was laying on the floor. We got this guy who likes to dig holes. I was laying on the floor in my undies, just thinking about how cool the concept of Skitchin is. And for those who don't know what Skitchin is, it was a thing in the 90s. I don't know how common it was. I don't know how many people actually did it. But Skitchin is a portmanteau of skating and hitching. It's when you grab on, you put your rollerblades on, you grab onto a car bumper, and you hold on to a moving vehicle, and then kind of like boost off that to the next vehicle. And then I thought, oh man, there was a Skitchin game on the Sega Genesis, and now $20 later, I own Skitchin on the Sega Genesis thanks to eBay. And I played it, expecting it to be a big joke, and it's pretty fucking good. It's pretty legit. It's got street art by Cindy Green. It's got all this early 90s grunge in it, and it has just this amazing nomenclature of, pawing the splink and boning and bonusing and stuff. I adore it. I'm gonna find a way. To play it, to play that Genesis on my old CRT on stream one of these days. Anyway, that's Skitchin. That's my self-care. That's my version of kind words. Let's read a kind word. You're my hero, says this person. I just thought of one, by the way. If anybody has any just random nice things they would like to send off into virtual space here, just let me know. But speaking of sketching, I'm gonna make that rant something that happened for a reason. You are totally bonus. We're gonna send it. Cass is out there dipping again to knock out these last 10 pages. Damn, you're gonna do all 50 today, huh? That's wild. Skitchin', that's the power of love. Get it? Get it? I kinda get it. Joe says yes. I think Stefan is out here lyricizing. Lyricizing. The person with the most power over you is you. That's a nice one. I could see that being on a classroom poster. Actually, Stefan has just inspired me. I'm just gonna verbatim. I think that's gonna confuse people, but it's also gonna make somebody giggle a little bit. We're gonna get a little gig out of that. And put that out in the air, you know? Oh. Yes, Puff. Let's just transcribe that fully and completely. Here's what Puff has to say. Puff says, "You are enough, and you're right where you need to be." What about Daisy Ridley? All right. Good vibes flying through the air. That's what this post deer says. All right. I'm gonna straighten myself up a little bit, and let's do at least one more. I was planning on doing just a little 2-hour stream today, but we got a good letter writing crew. That's one of her quotes from a vid on YouTube. Oh, I did not know that. I can see that. She strikes me as a very, very intelligent person. But rest is resistance. Damn, Jody. Damn, Jody. I'm gonna put a period on that. I'm gonna put a period on it. Hannah's here. Hey, Hannah, how long did you go on that Dead by Daylight last night? Y'all are serious about that stuff. I'm doing great. I got a lot of good friends in chat here today, and we are writing nice letters to people. We're collaborating on writing nice letters to folks. Puffy's still dealing with his notebook. You ever played this Kind Words? Hannah, you familiar with this? I think it might be something that you're into. This person says, "Look how kind people can be when they put their mind to it." Let's find a letter. I think we want to do at least one more letter before we call this little tiny baby stream a day. Or hell, maybe we'll just keep rolling, who knows. I might also pop into some art school. I feel like that's a nice little double feature. Let's see who we can hip. That's a little southernism that I have. Sometimes Jody knows. Sometimes southerners, they leave out the L. They say, "Oh, that's a big hoe," instead of a hole. Or they say, "Let's go see a film." So when we help people, we say, "Hep." I need a little bit of hep. Hannah hasn't played it, but it looks so amazing. Spreading love and positivity through letters. Sign me up. Cass ain't here. Give me a sec. She went away. She's covered in nugs, Puffy. You're safe. All right, let's try a letter. Yeah, Hannah, you anonymously write letters, and then anybody can anonymously answer. So we're crafting anonymous group answers as kind of a mental health exercise. And let me tell you, it has been god dang lovely. So this person says, "Yeah, let's do that. I need to get some more mods, by the way." Good call, Puffy. Let me shout out that Hannah. Sure I'm spelling this right. Got my new Nightbot going. There we go. I don't have a big fancy balloon like Hannah and the fancy streamers have, but genuinely recommend the Hannah stream. I was talking to you up, Hannah, before we raided you last night, and not only is the content just very chill and very relaxing and very positive to watch, but I always go back to your chatting when Cass and I were streaming Deadly Premonition over Halloween. Just every fucking thing Hannah said was gold. Just a funny human being, like genuinely funny as hell. So, my tiny little baby viewership. The thing is, they're all high quality over here. So, if any of you don't know Hannah, most of you probably know Hannah. Go check Hannah out. Saron's back. What did I do? Did I fuck up the shout out? Let me know if I did. Saron's saying I might have fucked it up. Let's get to this letter. And if I did fuck it up, I'll do it again. It's very likely that I fucked it up. So this person says, things I'm tired of hearing from other people. You're not a bad person. Love yourself. Try your best. We love you. I am a bad person. I know my own thoughts. My best isn't enough. I don't want pity or love. Just stop lying to me and tell me the truth. Just once. That is a challenging one. So we're gonna do it. All right, let me fix that shout out. You guys have a good think about this one, because this is extremely tough. 3 H's. We're gonna do the proper shout out here. Here we go. Did we do the shout out? Well, goddamn. Thank you, Hannah. I really appreciate that. We got that sub from Hannah. Once again, my tiny community, go look at Hannah. I say this every time. I'm like an old man. I did not expect anybody to subscribe to this silliness. So every time somebody does, it's just extremely heartening. I mean, I don't know if I'm just lucky or what, but I've had such an endlessly wonderful experience on this weird Twitch thing so far. So thank you for being a part of that, Hannah. I appreciate that. And yes, Mercy, this is... it's a lot to unpack. Okay. Let me rub my Neo Geo hat and come up with an answer here. You know, it's not an answer. It's just, I think that might be the key to wrangling this particular letter. This is definitely the most challenging letter that we've had. We're not going to crack the code here for this person. But I hope, what can we do that's at least just going to make this person feel a little better? You know what I mean? Because this looks like a bigger situation than kind words, you know? But at least we can do something that's gonna help somebody out of what appears to be kind of a pit. Hannah says, you're so good and amazing. You and Cass are good people, and I'm glad I've crossed paths with you both. Well, thank you. I'm really glad that we've crossed paths too. Like I said, it's just I'm on the coattails of an amazing community, you know. And I'm glad that some of my friends have joined today. You know, we got Stefan and Jody out there. But 90% of my community is the positive, beautiful coattails of people like you and Cass and Ricky Pickles, and all those folks. So it's been wonderful. Puff needs a summary of the letter. Saron has something to say. Let me write this down, what Saron has to say, so we don't forget it in our draft. Ooh, Mercy's out there. Puffy, I'm gonna get back to that summary in just a second. So, concept of comparing yourself to what you should be. We'll remember that. Saron likes what Mercy had to say. They have convinced themselves they are not worthy of being a good person when that's not the truth for anyone. Everyone is worthy of love and knowing that everyone's best is different. Oh, well, hot damn. We got a raid from Channel Hat. Hey, Channel Hat. I was lurking on that stream a little earlier. Channel Hat, once again, it's like we just looked into a mirror and said Bloody Mary 10 times or however many times that is. Because we were just talking about this this positive community that I am just coattailing off of. And Channel Hat is a huge part of that. It's like I've just inherited this wonderful online community in the year of quarantine. And speak of the devil, here comes Channel Hat, who is a big part of that community. Should I make another promo, Tofu? I'm not sure what you mean, Puffy. What you talking about? Channel Hat, how was the zoo? Tell us about that zoo that you were streaming. I sent you a little whisper. I was having a chat issue. I was trying to get in your chat, but I couldn't do it from a browser. So TJ, I gave you a little heads up just in case anybody else is having that issue, because I wanted to get in there and bug you in your chat. You can, yeah, Puffy, do your classic Puffy promo. All right. So for the new raiders here, we are, and thank you, Saron. For the new raiders here, we're playing Kind Words, and we're trying to write sort of crowdsourced responses to people. Yeah, it was the Twitch rules things, Channel Hat. I think the rules were too long, so I couldn't get to the button. Exactly, Saron had that too. It works on the phone. It works on I'm on Android. It works on mobile. But I tried it on Chrome, and I even, like Edge, Microsoft Edge just comes. You can't get it off your fucking computer if you have Windows. So I even tried it there, and yeah, you can't scroll to the bottom of it. Like I tried to minimize the window and zoom out and all this stuff, but I couldn't get in unless I'm on mobile. Press tab twice and hit enter. Okay. Cool. I will remember that for next time. But if you get that whisper, I wanted to make sure that people could come in and chat at you, you know. Yeah, I don't know if maybe like if just condensing them will help, because I see everybody else's that are little in the meantime, because who knows how long, you know. Twitch ain't the smartest sometimes. Hopefully they will sort that out. So anyway, to the newcomers, to the old comers, to the in-between comers, y'all came in on they've been having the problem even with shorter rules. Well, fuck us all. Goodness gracious. Hopefully that gets sorted, because I want to come in there and chat. So I'm gonna remember what you said. Press tab twice and hit enter. All right, hopefully they know about it and they get it fixed. Saron, enjoy the studies. So we got a challenging letter here. This person, I'm just gonna read it again because it's short, and we're hitting on a few notes from Saron and from Mercy. It's been wonderful so far, Channel Hat. If you're not familiar with Kind Words, this is a situation where anonymous people send letters looking for help, and then you can anonymously go and you can anonymously send them a letter of support back. So we're trying to craft these letters as a community. So this person says, this is the toughest one so far. This person says, it's a little tiny letter at top, so I'm going to read it out to you. Things I'm tired of hearing from other people. You're not a bad person. Love yourself. Try your best. We love you. I am a bad person. I know my own thoughts. My best isn't enough. I don't want pity or love. Just stop lying to me and tell me the truth. Just once. Nice chill stream today. This is extremely chill over here too. Puffy says if you aren't following Channel Hat, follow them now for amazing content like DBD, Among Us, Planet Zoo, and many more. That's a variety-ass streamer, let me tell you. So you know what I'm going to try to do? I think this person might be more inclined to listen to us if we tell them a little bit of what they want, because there's a little bit of a nugget of truth. Bear with me here. This is really tough. There's a little bit of a nugget of truth here. And we've talked about this a little bit, you know. It comes from a place of good intentions, but Hannah, I believe you're in LA, so you might have a gist of this. You get a lot, I think, it does sound like depression. I think they're tired of platitudes, right? We get a lot of platitudes of, you know, everything will work out in the end, everything happens for a reason, all this stuff that people say trying to make us feel better. And they say it because they think it's going to try to make us feel better, but it doesn't always come from a thoughtful place. So I think that if we lead with, yeah, parts of every human are bad. You're right. But that doesn't mean that all the rest of this pit that they're in is true. You know? Hannah says, a lot to unpack. Everyone is worthy of love. Sometimes people can't see that or have never experienced it. Let's add that on to what Saron said. People can't see that or have never experienced it. I'm going to add a little something too. The bad truths do not outweigh the good ones. Fix that right up. Thought I was already following TJ, but I fixed that right up. Follow that TJ, y'all. TJ's channel hat, by the way, for the newcomers. I learned that last night myself. All right. Let me see what we can craft here. We got a few good diamonds to polish. I'm gonna lead with what Say Mercy is reiterating. Sometimes they've heard it so often, it's just white noise now. Give them something that will stick. You're right. In some ways, parts of every human are bad. Sometimes your best doesn't work. I'm gonna say, let me know if this is a little cheesy. These imperfections define being human. And then I think that segues well into what Saron was saying. Puffy lurking. Hope you feel better, Puffy. You take care of that. Let us know if you pop back in how you're feeling. We need a healthy Puffy out there to write these letters. And I think we can roll this right in. Maybe it's more like we're not inherently bad, but sometimes we make bad choices, decisions. Excellent. Oh, that's so good. Let me just verbatim that. Yeah, everybody give some good wishes to Puffy and her stomach ache if you got them. Smoke those good wishes if you got them. Sometimes you make bad choices. I'm going to condense it a little bit because we have 14 lines here. Doesn't mean we're bad at heart. That is lovely. That is lovely. Thanks for the good Puffy wishes, everyone. Promise I can spell. I don't know about this ending. Let's work through this draft a little bit. I think it is just a draft. But again, this is far and away the most challenging letter that we've even attempted to respond to. So, you know. It might take a little bit. Oh, by the way, thanks for the host, Channel Hat. I appreciate that. Sometimes I have trouble with my keeping up with my host alerts, so forgive me if I miss those. So let's tell this person so far. Let's see what we can nip and tuck and add and clarify here. You're right in some ways. Parts of every human are bad. Sometimes your best doesn't work. You know what? Let's say imperfect. These imperfections define being human. We're not inherently bad, but sometimes we make bad choices, like Hannah said. That doesn't mean we're bad at heart. Concept of comparing yourself to... Oh, we didn't finish that thought. That was a Saron thought. So let's say, I think what Saron was saying is comparing yourself to what you should be is a task with no end. Also, all my geckos and my frogos say hi to everyone. Thank goodness. Channel Hat, we learned some amazing gecko facts from Channel Hat last night as they were feeding their baby geckos little fruits, and it was adorable. It's a task with no end. Your should is different from everyone else's. Everyone's worthy of love. And knowing that everyone's best is different, sometimes people can't see that. Everyone is worthy of love. And everyone's best. Here comes Stefan. I like that Stefan takes all this in, processes it, thinks about it, and then he just like puts some truth on us. Imperfection is the essence of humanity. To be imperfect is to be human. Therefore, the concept of should be compared to others is inherently flawed. You can only strive to be better than you are based on your own behavior toward yourself and others. That's way fucking better than what I said. Let me try to fit that in before this chat just flutters away, if you all like that, because I like that quite a bit. Yeah. Concept of should be. Concept of should be is flawed. You can only strive for something better than, let's say better than where you're at. So I think this person already has a lot of negative self-image here. Better than where you're at, based on your behavior. I like that. Toward others and yourself. We'll see if we can fit this little thing here. Sorry, I haven't been narrating too well. I kind of got lost in this letter. Let's see what we can do. Again, I'm very happy with you guys for working through this beast. This was quite a beast of a letter here. So, you're right in some ways. Parts of every human are imperfect. Sometimes your best doesn't work. These imperfections define being human. We're not inherently bad, but sometimes we make bad choices. That doesn't mean we're bad at heart. The concept of should be is flawed. You can only strive for something better than where you're at, based on your behavior toward others and yourself. I like that, and yourself, particularly. Everyone is worthy of love. We're going to emphasize that, actually, because, you know, we can agree with this person on one level, but we have to make sure that that is driven home. Everyone's best is different. Sometimes people can't see that, or have never experienced it. We just need a short little pin to put in this letter. You guys got any ideas for a little pin? I'm gonna look for a sticker while we think of that pin. I think this, I think this person doesn't want anything too cute. So let's give him this weird little tongue beast. Channel says the game looks interesting, gonna lurk for a while. Go get food to eat and feed my children. You gotta take care of those lizards. Take care of those geckos. Feed your belly. Feed your gecko children's belly. Get those frogs all hopping. Thanks for lurking, channel. It's good to see you. Let's say, but that will come. How about that? We're gonna narrate this again. Let me know what little nips and tucks and changes we need. I want to make sure that everything you guys... There we go. I missed one from Jody. Sorry. Your mind can trick you into believing the worst. Where can we put that in? Let's just say you're right. Let's say... I think that we can say... Sometimes we make bad choices, but that doesn't mean we're bad at heart. I think that gets what Hannah was saying across. Let's see. The mind can trick you into believing the worst. I think we can stick that in right here. Your mind tricks you into believing the worst. How about that? I like that. I believe every active chatter, if I'm not mistaken, contributed to this letter in some way. And that is just... It's a little heartwarming. It's really nice. It's really nice. All right. Let's see. You're right. Parts of every human are imperfect. Sometimes your best doesn't work. These imperfections define being human. Sometimes we make bad choices. That doesn't mean we're bad at heart. The concept of should be is flawed, and your mind tricks you into believing the worst. You can only strive for something better than where you're at based on your behavior toward others and yourself. Everyone is worthy of love, and everyone's best is different. Put a period there. Sometimes people can't see that or have never experienced it. That will come. What do y'all think? We put our little goblin stamp on it. I feel pretty good about this one. I'm pretty proud of this one, considering the difficulty of the task that we were presented with. I think this is a pretty lovely crowdsourced letter. Should we send this into kind words space? What say you, chat? Oh, okay, good. I'm glad that Hannah's back. Hannah, take a look at this letter and let us know. Because we're about to send it, but I'd like everybody to, everybody contributed, so I'd like everybody to be comfy with it. Mercy has a suggestion. A little more personal. Let's say, you are worthy of love. Yes. I like that change. I like that change, Mercy. I'm going to speed read it real quick to bring Hannah back into the picture and to address Mercy's little change. Oh, Hannah likes it. Wonderful. I think we're all in agreement. I mean, we put a weird goblin on it. What else can we do? Let's send that thing. Get that post deer out of here. I'm glad you like it, Mercy. Thank you for taking the time to think about a stranger. I'll rush this right over. Lovely. You can count on me to deliver this letter. Great job, y'all. Great job, y'all. I think we're gonna wind it down a little bit. I just wanted to do a little baby stream. I know that some new viewers are coming in. Yeah, good job, team. I agree, Hannah. Oh, hell, we got some stickers. Someone has sent their thanks for the letter you wrote. And again, just as a reminder, every single letter that we wrote that this deer is referring to, this is something that we've done on stream. So these are all responses to letters that y'all have written. This is so nice. Why am I crying over this game right now? Do y'all want to do one more letter, or should we wind it down? Cass is back. We got through that tough one, Cass. I wish you had caught it. I'm very proud of that one. Yeah, people are having some internet issues. Cass was having an internet issue. Hannah's having an internet issue. Let's read this. Sonder. The realization it's a noun. The realization that each random passerby is living a life as vivid and complex as your own. Populated with their own ambitions, friends, routines, worries, and inherited craziness. An epic story that continues invisibly around you. Hot damn. Everyone's got a case of the bullshit internets. Makes kind words hard to do. Incredibly lucky that nothing is fucked up as I stream here. This person just says, thanks for all the good vibes, everyone. Did we get it? It's the fruits and nuts that make the cake taste so good. Grandpa. Wow. Man. Jody, that kind of reminds me of something that your grandpa would have said. May he rest in peace. I get a very Jody's Peepaw vibe from that, as the turkey feather in his hat bobs up and down. Cell service is having issues. Keep losing the feed. Have a nice day. Hey, we have such a wonderful mind share in chat right now. Y'all give me something. Give me just a little sentence or two to send out into the ether to make these kind words people feel good. And we'll throw them out there. I think that's a nice little thing to do in between these, Hannah's out here crying. we're processing a lot here. I think it's nice to just put a weird little thing out into the world in between these heavy letters. Okay. So Cass wants to say to this person in LA, the internet is always bullshit. I think that's good, right? That should make somebody feel good about themselves. No, it's true. It's just absolutely wild that we live in one of the largest cities in the world, and depending on where you're at, I live in fairly central LA. I'm in Highland Park, which is a mile from downtown, and I have one choice of an ISP because of that weird little internet monopoly map that they've created amongst themselves. Channel Hat's on that lurk. Cass is feeling okay today. Managed to get some work done. Trying to just get ahead on the book stuff. It sounds like you are ahead on the book stuff. What are you at today now? 30 pages? All that amazing and chill content. Let's see. And that in there, yeah, bye. I'm scanning my brain for something that'll make a person smile. I can't think of anything at the moment. Should we, I was debating one more letter, but I think that we did so well on that last one, and that one was such a challenge that I think that we should end on that high note. Look at me, I'm flying. Yeah, that's the thing with Cass, is that she is a machine. She don't stop, and you know what? Can I appropriate that, Hannah? Can we make that our message? Because I would like to say something to the effect of, you're kicking more butt at everything than you can know. I'm going to add to that. Butt is kicked. It's like concave. We've concaved the butt through the kicking of said butt. This is a metaphorical butt. And now this person has a case of no acetol. That's how hard the butt is being kicked. Is that this person is going to need a prescription for the serious disease of no acetol. Man, Stefan is losing internet. Thanks for being here, Stefan. It's really, I was really hoping to see a few old friends today. So it's been wonderful that they've popped in. And since the internet is just wilding out on people, and since I could not have asked for a better little tiny 2.5 hour stream today, we're going to wrap it up a bit. We're going to, I'm going to send you guys over. We're going to do just a wee little raid here. Yes, Cass, you will get through it. Cass is one of the strongest people out there. She's like the Liam Neeson of Twitch, as we learned yesterday. She does have a certain set of skills. Let's send this out. We're gonna get chat mode on, but we're gonna leave this lo-fi on because it's just so damned nice, Let's get into that chat. And I think if y'all are still out there twitching today, let's turn this overlay off. I wish I could hear what Toku's saying, but my feed is just trash. Don't worry, we're gonna wrap it up, Cass. We're gonna let everybody just waller in their weird, bad internet today. And yes, you will get through it. You are one of the strongest people that we know. And you're gonna just nail that book. You're gonna be swimming in spicy nugs before you know it. Once again, if anybody's still out there, thank you. Thanks, Hannah, for the subscription. Thanks, Stefan. Thanks, Jody. Thanks, Channel Hat, for popping by and hosting, and Puffy for chatting, as always. I'm going to send y'all over Let me get this spelling right. I'm going to attempt to have y'all raid a streamer that we sort of mutually discovered each other. Her name is Ruination, and very similar vibes. She's currently streaming, or she was streaming No Man's Sky. Oh, she's hosting right now. Hell, I want to send you to a good stream, but I don't know of any good ones that are currently going, and I want to make sure that we can vouch for them. So, if anybody has a raid suggestion, throw it my way. But if not, oh, by the way, Channel Hat, thanks for that raid once again. But if not, I'd just like to say thanks for being here. I was a little apprehensive about streaming kind words. I didn't know. Honestly, I didn't know if I was smart enough and good enough and empathetic enough to make it work. You know, I know that some sensitive stuff comes up in that game, and I really wanted to honor that, you know. And you guys have y'all have really helped me get through that and see that this is something that we can do. Not only is it something that we can do, but it's something that we can regularly do, and I think it's a thing that is worthwhile, you know, the doing of it. So Mercy has a suggestion right on time. We'll go ahead and pull that raid off. We're shooting in the dark, but I feel like, you know, I always try to send people to nice, safe, progressive, cozy communities. But I get the vibe that if say Mercy is out here playing kind words, I think that we can trust this recommendation. I'm glad you discovered us too. Thank you, Say Mercy. Let me get this spelling right, and we'll all pop over there for a little raid. Doc Holiday, also love that name. I love that twist on the spelling too. Watch me fuck this up though. Let's see. Alright, we're ready to raid. I'll see y'all soon. Take care of yourselves. Stay well. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're raiding now. Thanks again, y'all. See you in a bit.